CBS 19 is a proud partner of the Caldwell Zoo. Well, they are hard to spot, but that's because they make their homes underground. Let me introduce you to the burrowing owls at the Caldwell Zoo. When you think of an owl, you usually picture a bird soaring through the night sky, but burrowing owls do things a bit differently. You can usually find them racing through tunnels underground. I'm joined by Nicole Moore, supervisor of birds here at the Caldwell Zoo. And Nicole, is it normal to have an owl that lives primarily on or in the ground like burrowing owls do?
So for this species, yes, but for other species, no. You wouldn't really find other raptor species, particularly other owl species, on the ground. But this species, yeah, we'll pretty much always find them on the ground. They do have the ability to fly, but usually they're gonna be running around.
I didn't think that owls could dig tunnels. How do they get their burrows?
So no, they don't dig. They actually steal other tunnels from different species like prairie dogs, snakes, foxes, all sorts of things that would dig a tunnel. They'll just kind of go in and decide it's theirs now once it's been abandoned by the other animals.
So where in the wild do we usually find them?
So this species would be found in Canada and then along going southwestern along the United States in the dry desert areas. They're not in East Texas, but yeah, you can find them in West Texas around like Lubbock, Amarillo, and anywhere in the Panhandle like that.
What do they usually eat in the wild?
So this species is going to eat small rodents. They're going to eat bugs, a ton of bugs. They're going to eat lizards, snakes, all sorts of things like that. They're pretty opportunistic, so anything that they can really get a hold of, they're going to eat.
Sounds scrumptious for them, I'm sure. I'm going to pass on that.
That's fair.
So, is there any threat to their conservation in the wild?
Yeah, so the biggest things for them is going to be loss of habitat, so human encroachment on areas that they would find their burrows. And then after that, it's going to be pesticides and also rodent poison. Just the pesticides on the plants can be detrimental to the wild bug population.
Now, I heard that you guys at the Caldwell Zoo are trying to help the conservation effort. Can you tell me about that?
This species is on an SSP, which is a species survival plan. So through that, we try to bolster the captive population that then will help the wild population. So here we're trying to breed our pair of burrowing owls. We've modified their exhibit to include an artificial tunnel that we've made so we can mimic as best we can what they would find in the wild. So, you know, they can feel like they stole a tunnel. And we set up for them to breed, and right now it's breeding season, so the female is spending a lot of time in the tunnel and the male is spending a lot of time guarding the tunnel.
Oh, I definitely saw him out there getting all of his big fluffy feathers protecting his burrow. And if people want to come see the two owls here, what are their names?
Digger and Diggette.
Oh, I love it. If they want to come see them, what is usually the best time of day?
So usually earlier in the mornings and then later in the afternoons when it's not quite as busy. When it's a little bit busier, they're going to spend a lot of time in the tunnel guarding it. You also may be able to hear them. They'll make a lot of sounds similar to a rattling rattlesnake, so that way they can get predators away.
Hey, well, exciting. Hopefully you guys can come meet the two burrowing owls here at the Caldwell Zoo. You may have to be patient as sometimes they're shy, but I bet you can meet Digger and Diggette.